I don't know much about how I came to be, or what made me special in the first place, but I just know I was created in someone's image, to make them happy, and to make them feel achieved. You're probably wondering who I am, or what am I, or what story was I set out to be, but I kinda messed all that up. What a story. Let's start at the very beginning. I wasn't a finished robot. I was still being worked on day and night. I didn't know what was happening in my time frame of when I was being worked on, but I could hear voices and people talking, but just one in particular. His voice sounded hurt. I couldn't understand what was going on, but for some reason, I wanted to understand what was happening. But I was too underdeveloped to do anything. All I could do was hear. I wasn't able to fully see. It was very, very blurry, or perhaps dark. I felt cramped, inside my mind, like a soul trapped in a machine. Then I began wondering. I was able to think. Am I a human? Or a robot? Maybe a cyborg? Perhaps a cyber robot? An AI with intellectual thinking. If I am able to think and have a mind, am I able to feel? Then I was telling myself that maybe I was something more than just a robot. Then I realized I could hear myself in my own thoughts, and I realized I was no ordinary robot. Out of nowhere, a white light was visible to see. It was so bright, I couldn't make out of who it was. It was talking to me. It had a soft, calming voice. Everything will be okay, it said, as the light began to get brighter and brighter, and suddenly, I was able to visualize my surroundings. It felt like my eyeballs being wired into my circuits, but I was coded into seeing, and there were no eyeballs to see, only dots, like pixels. I tried to turn my head, but something was wrong. I could see my eyes meet the floor, and then it got closer extremely fast. My eyes very close to the floor, but I didn't feel the ground. I was lifted up and was carefully attached back to my body.
I know you've been active. I keep tabs on you. And the light shows you've been awake for quite a while,
it said, as I stared at him. It chuckled.
I know you're bored, being here all day and night, but you're not finished yet. But you will be, I promise,
it said, smiling. While I wanted to tilt my head, but reminded myself my neck couldn't tilt or even turn from left to right, so I stood still, looking at his facial expression that my sensors kept repeating over and over on my visor. I copied his expression and did it back, and for some reason, it felt pure. I kept smiling at whoever it was I was seeing.
Oh, look at you, learning already. A quick learner you are,
it said jokingly, and I wasn't able to stop smiling. After a while, this expression that I was experiencing was a hypergenic feeling. My sensory visor said, excitement. I was full of excitement. I closed my eyes and began to wait to be finished enough to see what my future holds.